Maringa is there in Malamulele and now joins us live from there. Mike, good to chat to you once again. Now, do you know whether the top 6 have arrived in Malamulele and who exactly will they meet?
Good afternoon to you and afternoon to our viewers at home. You are indeed correct. We're at Malamulele at a village called Mavambe. This is where the meeting is going to take place. I can confirm to you that the president of the party has just arrived. This is where he's going to address the masses. This is where he's also going to address traditional leaders, VaTsonga and Amashangaan, as rightly put. Must also indicate that he was in Toyando in Jalere earlier on, where he met with King Limpopo as rightly put. And there are some of the things that transpired that unfortunately you couldn't see. We tried to be live at the time, but due to our location we couldn't bring that to you. We saw there was an exchange of gifts from ANC to the Royal Council and vice versa, where they exchanged cattle. And also we saw ANC giving not ANC, the Royal Council giving ANC some of the other gifts. And we saw blankets also that came from ANC into the Royal Council. It's about 50 if not 60 blankets. It looks like all the NEC members will get their fair share. But the issue here is that here, where we are now, they don't have a king like the situation is in Jalere. Here, we're talking of Tsonga and Amashangaan. But we don't know as to exactly what is on their agenda and what is it that they are going to say to the president. We can only find that after the briefing or after the meeting that the president will address at this church, Obriel.
But Mike, from your observations there, do you think that the issues of service delivery are likely to come up? I'm talking here particularly the service delivery issue of the Malamulele and Vuwani debacle, for instance.
Precisely, in the few days that we were here doing our stories, we went to a village called Papazela. They were demanding a tar road that connects them to Toyando. It's we saw a situation where over about 7 schools were disrupted due to that protest. So they are likely to voice their concerns to the ANC about the non-delivery of services in this area. It's not only water. We're talking about tarred roads, the situation, the conditions of schools in and around this area. Surely if they are given a platform like the case it was in Jalere, we are likely to see traditional leaders asking the ANC to come and intervene as early as possible so that they can avoid the protests that we have been seeing over the past few weeks here in this province.
And Mike, just quickly before you go, we know that they've been to Njelele near Toyando, now in Malamulele. Are they? Do you know whether they're expected to visit some other places in Limpopo before they leave?
Of course, Obriel, they are here for the whole weekend. Tomorrow in the morning at 9 o'clock, we are expecting to see them at Bulobedu, where they are going to meet with Queen Mujaji. From there, they will pass to Skukune, where they are going to meet with the King of Vapedi. So they have their program full here. But we have also been hearing report that the top 6 is going to meet with President Jacob Zuma. So we don't know as to whether that will happen after their meeting with King Sikukune. But it's something that will try and quiz the ANC Secretary General who is here as well. And also when we're at Njelele, the president of the ANC highlighted that there are members within the ANC who are still continuing to preach a message that is meant to divide the party, and he said the general public must not take that into consideration. The ANC will fix that. So tomorrow they still have a long program. It's at Bulobedu. From Bulobedu we are going to Skukul. So it looks like the program that they had today will be tied as the one that they'll be having tomorrow.
All right, thank you so much there. That was our reporter Mike Maringa live from Malamulele, where he's also, of course, expected to chat to the ANC Secretary General S. Makashule, and once he does so, we will bring the latest right to you right here on PM News. Now, the Democratic Alliance is holding its highly contested provincial elective congress in KwaZulu-Natal. Party leader Musimai Mane said the DA remained the only party to take South Africa to a prosperous and non-racial future.
Democrats, I want to say this, that many of us can be tempted by the pursuit of power for power itself. Whether it's leadership, whether it's electoral office. But let me say this, that the change we want to see in South Africa is not a change just from black, green and gold to blue and things remain the same. That's not the change I want. If that is the change you are looking for, then I must be honest with you, voters are left with no choice. What voters want is to say what black, green and gold stands for, which is the idea of nationalism, the ideas of patronage, the ideas of looking after those who are connected to their organizations. Voters must know that when they vote for blue, they vote for the ideals of non-racialism, of the defense of constitution, where South Africans can stand together. That is the change we are looking for. So don't seek out just black, green and gold to blue. Blue means something of a total change, a radical change, a new beginning for South Africa. That is the blue we are looking for.
Well, that there was the Democratic Alliance leader, Musimai Mane.